صلاح کار کجا و من خراب کجا؟ ببین تفاوت ره که از کجاست تا به کجا. دلم ز صومعه بگرفت و خرفه سالوس کجاست؟ دیر مغان و شراب ناب کجا؟ چه نسبت است به رندی صلاح و تقوا را؟ سماع وعظ کجا؟ نغمه رباب کجا؟ ز روی دوست دل دشمنان چه دریابد؟ چراغ مرده کجا؟ شمع آفتاب کجا؟ چو کحل بینش ما خاک آسمان شماست، کجا رویم بفرما از این جناب کجا؟ مبین به سیب زنخدان که چاه در راه است، کجا همی روی ای دل بدین شتاب کجا؟ بشد که یاد خوشش باد روزگار وصال، خود آن کرشمه کجا رفت و آن عتاب کجا؟ قرار و خواب ز حافظ طمع مدار ای دوست، قرار چیست صبوری کدام و خواب کجا؟
Where is righteousness, and where am I, the broken one? Behold the difference in the path, from where to where. My heart grew weary of the cloister and its hypocritical garb. Where is the Magian temple, and where is the pure wine? What relation exists between piety and libertinism? Where are sermons of advice, and where are the melodies of the lute? How could the hearts of enemies ever perceive the face of the beloved? A dead lamp, where is that compared to the sunlit candle? Since the coal of my inside is but dust from your threshold, where should I go? Show me, where from this noble presence? Do not be deceived by the apple of that chin. A pit lies on this path. Where are you rushing, O heart, with such haste? Where to? It is gone. May those days of union be remembered fondly. Where went those playful glances, and where those tender reproaches? Do not expect peace or sleep from Hafez, dear friend. What is peace? What patience and sleep? Where is it? The story of Ghazal. In the ancient city of Shiraz, a man named Hafez wandered through its vibrant streets, his heart heavy with questions and contradictions. He was no ordinary man. He was a seeker, a poet, and a rebel who felt out of place in the rigid structures of society and religion. His journey was not one of physical distance, but of the soul, a quest to reconcile the chaos within him with the beauty and wisdom he yearned for. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of crimson and gold, Hafez found himself standing at the gates of a grand monastery. The air was thick with incense, and the chants of monks reverberated through its halls. Yet, instead of finding solace, he felt suffocated by the weight of pretense. The rituals seemed hollow, their robes mere disguises for human flaws. What harmony could exist, he mused, between my shattered soul and this facade of virtue? The path they walk feels worlds apart from mine. Frustrated, he turned away and wandered into the quiet night. His steps led him to a secluded tavern nestled at the edge of the city, a place shunned by society but alive with unrestrained joy. Here, amidst laughter and music, he found a different kind of sanctuary. The wine flowed freely, its ruby red glow reflecting the flicker of candlelight. A minstrel played a lute, its melody weaving tales of love and longing that resonated deeply within him. How could these raw truths, he wondered, be so much closer to my heart than sermons steeped in piety? As he sipped his wine, Hafez pondered life's contradictions. Could there ever be a bridge between rigid morality preached by scholars and the wild freedom celebrated by lovers and dreamers? What kinship, he thought aloud, exists between righteousness and revelry, between solemn hymns and the playful tune of a lute? His thoughts turned to love, an elusive force that had both uplifted and tormented him. He recalled faces from his past, friends who had betrayed him, and moments of tenderness that had left him yearning for more. How can those blinded by envy or hatred ever grasp true beauty? He asked himself. A dim lamp cannot rival the brilliance of the sun. Lost in reflection, Hafez felt a pang of nostalgia for days gone by, moments when love had seemed eternal and life full of promise. But those days were gone now, leaving behind only bittersweet memories. Where, he sighed, have those playful glances gone? And what became of those tender reproaches? As dawn approached, Hafez realized sleep would not come easily, or perhaps ever again. His restless spirit had no room for peace or patience. Turning inward to address his soul, or perhaps God, he declared, "Do not expect calm or slumber from me. How can I rest when my heart burns with unanswered questions?" And so Hafez continued his journey, not toward any earthly destination, but deeper into himself. His story became timeless, a tale sung by generations to come, a narrative of yearning, rebellion, and an unrelenting quest for divine truth in a world full of contradictions, inspired by the timeless poetry of Hafez. This story reflects the mystical journey of a seeker, weaving themes of love, longing, and the quest for truth. It is a narrative rooted in his verses, offering insight into the contradictions of life and the spiritual yearning that defined his work. Metaphors and explanations. Hafez's second sonnet employs a variety of cognitive metaphors that deepen its emotional and philosophical resonance. These metaphors reflect his spiritual struggles, critique of societal hypocrisy, and longing for divine truth. Here we will analyze the metaphors and cognitive phrases used in this sonnet. Cognitive metaphors in Hafez's second sonnet. Life is a path or journey. Hafez contrasts the path of righteousness with his own chaotic journey, emphasizing the metaphorical distance between societal norms and his personal quest for truth. Example: look at the difference between the path from where I stand to where I long to be. This metaphor aligns with the conceptual metaphor, life is a journey, where life is understood as progress toward a destination, spiritual enlightenment. Love is a trap or danger. Love is depicted as both alluring and perilous, likened to traps that ensnare even the wisest heart. Example: beware of chasing fleeting pleasures without thought for where they might lead. This metaphor highlights the dual nature of love, its capacity to uplift but also mislead, light versus darkness. The imagery of a dead lamp versus the brilliance of the sun symbolizes ignorance versus enlightenment, reflecting Hafez's belief in the transformative power of true beauty and wisdom. Example: a dead lamp cannot rival the brilliance of the sun. The soul is a restless flame. Hafez uses fire imagery to describe his soul's intense yearning for answers and truth. Example: how could I rest when my soul is aflame with questions unanswered? Fire represents passion, spiritual longing, and inner turmoil. Virtue as a facade. Rituals and robes are metaphorically described as hollow disguises, critiquing superficial morality. Example: the rituals seemed hollow, the robes mere disguises for human flaws. Music is truth or expression. The minstrel's lute symbolizes raw, unfiltered truths that resonate deeply with Hafez's soul, contrasting with rigid sermons. Example: What kinship exists between solemn hymns and the playful tune of a lute? Wine is spiritual ecstasy. Wine flowing in the tavern represents spiritual intoxication or ecstasy, a state where one transcends worldly concerns and connects with divine truths. Example: the wine flowed freely, its ruby red glow reflecting the flicker of candlelight. Nostalgia as a lost treasure. Hafez's longing for playful glances and tender reproaches portrays nostalgia as something precious yet irretrievable, a treasure buried in time. Example: where have those playful glances gone? And what became of those tender reproaches? Conclusion: Hafez masterfully uses cognitive metaphors to link abstract concepts such as love, spirituality, and morality with tangible images derived from everyday life, such as light and wine, among others. These metaphors not only reinforce the emotional depth of his poetry, but also invite readers to engage with deep philosophical ideas in an accessible manner. Understanding these metaphors helps to clarify Hafez's mystical tendencies and his ability to express transcendent concepts through the language of poetry that is rooted in human experience. Now, we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you for being with me until the end of the video. Thank you very much for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Be sure to share your valuable opinions about the different parts of this video so that we can fix the shortcomings and provide you with more useful content.